Hello, everybody. My name is Barry John, and welcome back to Let's Play Tactical Breach Wizards. I have a voice with an internet connection, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello, from the next region over, this is Leylight.
Yeah, so we have... last episode, we hijacked a train, did things to other trains. It was all fun and games until somebody got knocked over.
Well, part one's done, but we gotta see where to go from here.
Mm-hmm.
Are the council okay?
Yeah, did we evacuate the council from the Citadel?
That's fine. Well, I think we already know we need the villa, but what for exactly? Ah, there's computers there.
Yeah. And probably papers, too.
Yeah, filing cabinets.
Folders. Binders.
Manila envelopes.
Ooh.
Alright, what's the plan? Yeah, an old World War IV bunker.
Yeah.
It's a good place to put it.
Oh, Jed's little smart aleck comments here. You know we're gonna ask. I just had to know it.
Yeah, we're from out of town. Let's explain to the group, like we're 5. Oh, I see. That kind of coffin. They're gonna be soaking them in ivory.
Ooh, oh, so it looks like these are the,
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they're getting Steve Rogers out of this.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, yeah, that... not pleasant.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like T-virus out of this. Yeah, this place has to get shut down.
With prejudice.
We'll evacuate anyone we can and then burn it to the ground. Alright, motivations are all clear. We know what we need to do.
Interesting discussion to have. Rion is very upfront about his mercenary leanings.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least polite to one another, but they just come from different worlds.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is Zan approaching Rion's logic, and this is Zan presenting his logic in a way.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the mood to get confronted here. We're on the job. So I'd say, and taking out Liv's worth your while. Yeah, fair. Maybe later. You can sort this out later.
And Rion points out that, he needs Zan, or, they need each other to achieve this objective.
Yeah, once World War V is averted and they're, they each go back to their base, they run home and touch base, then they can play the game.
Yeah. And so we have our first great coffins. Let's see here.
We have... there.
Ooh. So, General guy here, now dealing 2 damage. Shotgunner is a shotgunner. Shotgunner, regular enemies. Use the laptop to open the security door to get out. Let's see here. Zan wants to get through without letting anybody attack. And Rion wants to deal 8 damage with a single spore bomb. Which is... I think these are going to be contradictory goals because Rion wants people all grouped together, but Zan wants everything done quickly.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So, I think we can start by just trying to be efficient, and then we can save, like, messing around and prolonging things objectives for cleanup if we ever do cleanup.
So these are craft confidence. If anybody is adjacent to them when they get blown up, they stun whoever's beside them. So
an
if
explosion and horrible chemicals. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep. So in theory, we could get away with, like... Actually, I just want to check something here. Rion.
It also looks like one stunned. So theoretically, if they're on the corner, I guess you could stack stunned, too.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this here because it's showing all... These guys both showing, like, all losing out on damage. I just want to see how the Spore Bomb handles this.
Yeah, it is technically hitting the coffin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
that
so
caused a lot of damage. Yeah, that works.
20 damage! Holy crap!
Yeah. I think that counted the knockback from all of that, because technically that knockback was caused by the Spore Bomb.
Yeah.
Alright,
okay.
Well, now you just have to go fast.
Yep. Let's see here. Because I could get away with just shooting this. Because I could... Actually, here, let me just...
Yep.
That stuns them
We
both.
go first, and we are making a mess.
Sending out a false prophet here.
Sure.
Because then that provides the support there.
Rion hasn't even used his, vine yet, I think. Like, I think he still has an action left. Yup, sure does.
Yep, that's 3 damage, 1 knockback into there. And that's literally just a KO.
Yep. Is there anything left to do?
We could blow this up, but we don't need to.
Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, guess we're done.
Yep.
All right.
I thought that was going to be harder, but when Rion Spore Bomb, apparently the secondary explosions from the Spore Bomb is good enough for Rion.
Well, we went in fast and we just obliterated everything on the first turn. Oh, is this a false prophet you're talking to here? Oh.
Or he's basically going, yeah, you know what? Let's not escalate here. At least Zan is being professional about this.
Well, Rion did say he doesn't mind working alone, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did he peek through the next door before he did that? Like, did he decide that Rion could handle it all on his own?
Well, there's also Jen and Banks that Rion can team up with.
Yeah, we're going through this on multiple fronts. We're hitting them fast everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Poor Doll's like, you're a nice person. Wait, what?
Surely anyone feels better having you on their side.
Yeah, for the people in the thread, yeah, even the game recognizes Doll as amazing. Doll is confronted by the morale effects she's had over the years. Nice little pep talk.
Yeah, Zan has certainly had a long time to think about these kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Show resolve. Reach position and blow the damn door.
And then she does it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this party started.
Alright, Rion. Rion? Oh, Rion's chilling out over there, so that's what she was talking about. Zan went to the other door instead of teaming up with Rion.
Oh, okay. That's why, like, they had to actually put on appearances. Not because he was around the corner and, like, off in some other building, but because he's literally over there.
Mm-hmm. Doll wants to deal extra knockback damage. That's Doll. And Rion, 4 bonus brittle damage. Alright.
Well, I guess that's also the in-game justification of saying, alright, for this one map, we're not going to let you swap Rion to be in front of this door. No, you're just going to have to put up with these positions and just go for it.
Mm-hmm. Brittling Dart. Oop, nope, I want to steal mana from Doll, because as much fun as Doll is,
yeah,
so I found out...
Rion is very good at using a lot of mana very quickly, which is what we want in a situation like this, where there's no real adequate cover for that heavy, and we do just want to take them out on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
The shotgunner will improvise.
So by grabbing the Impaling Vine here, like, Rion can pop that, bring him in.
Yep, there he goes.
But the important part is that gives 4
an extra mana.
brittle. Yeah, that gives him the 4 mana to slap Brittling Dart. On this lovely person.
He has bonitis now.
Yeah. And then, oh, hold on. I see what we can do here to get Doll's extra damage here. Doll charges through this guy to hit the wall here. We have Rampage 2. She can now backtrack to pull this guy this way.
Oh, she still gets a refund even though she hits a wall?
Hold on. Let's check that. Nope, she doesn't get the refund.
No, I thought that only counted if you hit an actual target, whether it was a unit or a destructible or something. I mean, that's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, we could probably get the other 14 on the other enemies, I would hope.
Yeah, we've got a heavy coming through here and a regular shotgunner coming through there.
Alright. I guess Zan can go in front of her and maybe predictive bolt and, like, down the hallway just to the left of that coffin, just in case he might be able to preemptively hit that guy as he comes out the door.
Like this way?
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Oh, the coffin is not a tall obstacle, it's just a waist-high thing. Okay, reasonable.
Yeah, it's waist-high.
Looks good.
Alright, let me just check things here. Because Doll still has movement. It may be better to put Doll over here, so that when this guy comes through, Doll has as much lineup as she can get away with.
Then she can move next turn if she needs to. And she's got a nice long runway. Yep, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a super heavy. Right, that we've seen them before.
2 stability, so knockback reduced by 2, damage reduced by 2. Oh my god.
Well, that's okay. It's 3 on 1. We can take them. Yeah, Cyber Demon, Slim Pickens.
Let's see how just...
Yeah, that was like 2 knockbacks, so you're gonna have to do better than that.
Rewind. I'm gonna try something here. I'm just gonna move you. Sensor slam you first. Oh, but that doesn't trigger Zan's... Oh, wow. Still absorbing
hits. I'm not sure what you're trying to do at the moment. Like, theoretically, this guy is supposed to be your punishment for dumping all the brittle on the normal heavy instead of this guy, right?
Yeah,
so wouldn't it be better to steal some mana from Zan and at least put a little bit of brittle on this guy?
I'm just looking here. I don't think he has a stack of brittle from that.
No, I don't think Spore Bomb inflicts brittle.
No. What was your plan then?
Zan currently has mana, so I think Rion could steal mana from Zan and then put that towards one brittle dart at least.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so steal mana from you. That is a proximity mine. It would take my action, but let me just...
Yeah, like right now you don't need the vine, so...
But he can also take
knockback resistant.
Yeah. Alright, that's the one brittle. We still have the rabid bite if need be, which can confuse this guy's targeting. But if everybody's an ally, I'm not sure how that'll work out.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe... I mean, you can check. Like, you can always rewind if, like, something strange happens. But hopefully that just means he targets well, nothing works for me. I was wondering if he was going to target one of the coffins, but nothing is fine as well.
No. But he
he's targeting Zan. I see.
Yeah, because he doesn't target... Because he's a good guy. He doesn't target dogs.
Right. I was just seeing that, yeah, there's no other targets around, so they do target one of us. Okay. However, their armor is depleted.
Yep. Which means... Oh, I'm going to check something here. I just want to see if I can charge and hit this guy into the...
We didn't do anything about the stable since Banks isn't here, so still can't really move them.
Yeah.
We are, at this point, trying to optimize their damage, and I guess if they're going to shoot anybody at end of turn, it would be best if they hit Dahl, because Dahl can actually survive that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no other things around, so honestly it wouldn't hurt to throw out the Riot Block. Well, maybe next turn. This turn we're not really doing knockback, but we gotta think about that for next turn.
Mm-hmm. But, I'm just gonna check something out.
We also might be able to... I'm not sure how far Dahl's movement range was from that corner, but we also might be able to set up a predictive bolt, like, targeted towards an ally, and then move the ally out of the way. Just to get some more damage in.
I think the problem is that moving this guy is the problem, because he's got the 2 stability and we don't have Banks present.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm trying to emphasize, like, can we kill them this turn with raw damage?
But Rion's pull is 3 knockback, so we can pull this guy 1 tile if need be.
Yeah, that would be good. That would actually get done the thing that we want here, I think.
Yeah.
It's just that there might be a conflict between no, it should be fine. Yeah, if you do it in the right order, it should be fine, I think. Like, you could pull them and then turn into a dog and then bite them.
Alright, so hold on. Predictive bolt this way.
Yeah, Rion stands just outside of that, pulls them into the predictive bolt, then turns into a dog, and then Rabbit bites them.
Mm-hmm. Actually, hold on. Let's see where his pull goes. Like, if I do that, deals 2 damage, but leaves the armor from that position.
Right. Yeah, so why settle for 2 damage when we could get, well, I guess it's still 2... Well, they'll be brittle, so it'll be more than 2 damage. Yeah.
But if I pull from here...
Yeah, there you go. There's some damage. And Dahl should be able to finish up, I think.
Yeah, and then there we go. Okay, so Dahl doesn't get...
Yeah, we can do some damage.
Yeah, so Dahl doesn't get her 20 knockback, but I think that's okay.
I think we demonstrated the point, which is that if we spec into damage, we can do damage.
Mm-hmm. And also... You should always be aware of what's coming in case you need to, save resources for later.
Yeah, like, that was fun to dump 4 mana into that one guy, but it turned out to not be very efficient.
Yeah.
Alright, lesson learned. We can move on. I'm sure it's
I don't know
fine.
if it. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming across on my stream with you, Lele, but there's a wave, like a sound wave, coming from the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, I can just barely see it. It's faint and yellow, but yeah, it is visible on screen.
It probably will come through better when I do the upload on YouTube, but thank you.
Yeah.
Shield reactors.
What can we do about them? You
So
don't
plan
say.
A. Yeah. Guess what this team doesn't do?
Yeah, fair. I mean, we do indirect damage.
Well, to be fair, we do
you
lots of
need
damage
off
to
switches
windows.
you do need off switches to, automated friendly fire. Protect yourself from the AI uprising. So, fair.
Incredibly similar.
Yeah, obviously, clearly.
Yeah. Yep.
Since it became our job to do military things. That's also true.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so... Jen wants to finish by the end of turn 2. Banks wants to do the damage transfer, which is typical. So just the 3 generators are each providing 2 points of artificial health each turn to everybody here.
Yeah, so it's not invulnerability, it's, extra temporary health. So, makes sense that we're not going to be, attacking the enemies directly, but I think catapulting the enemies into the generators sounds pretty efficient. Now, finishing in 2 turns might be harder. That might take, a specific gen spec or something.
Yeah. I'm just going to see,
because there's a guy all the way back there. I mean, come on.
Oh, right. We have to actually, turn these things off.
Oh, they're too solid. They don't really have health per se. They're just obstacles, like the laptop desks.
Yeah. Okay. That's going to be a problem.
Well, that guy's standing those things on the lower right wall. Those are windows, I think.
Yeah, they should be.
Right, so it doesn't matter how much health they have if they get defenestrated. So Jen could probably run diagonal to that guy, shoot him out the window, then, shoot and move over to the, generator and turn it off. Yeah,
like that.
Works. Yeah, having, bonus health won't help you if you're out of range of the generator and falling to your death.
Yeah, but you can see how I turned off one generator and now everybody's got 2 points of virtual health. Oh, sorry, 4 points of virtual health.
I'm still a little unclear as to whether we've cast the slow fall wards on these windows or not, but we'll sort that out later.
Yeah, because I don't see the guy down there.
He's gone to a better place now.
Yeah, we'll say that. Alright. Reset camera. Do you think we should Broom Breach over here to take out this one as well?
Like Banks sure isn't going to be running all the way over there.
And now...
it gives us an angle... right, we were not going to have a action refresh.
No, but
yeah,
I'm
we
looking...
can maybe do some work from that angle or something later.
I was going to say, Jen also now has mana for a chain bolt.
That's true. She can, from that position, Broom Breach again, say next to that desk with the mana, and then do a chain bolt from the middle.
But unfortunately, she's also used her action on the Sonic Blast to refresh her move.
Right. Okay, well, that was a little greedy, putting one guy out the area. And actually, like, if we do a sufficiently bouncy chain bolt, we could probably hit him near the end of that chain anyway. So maybe we leave him alone and then hit him later with a chain bolt.
Let me check something here, because if I do...
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have enough movement to do all of that, though. Might be the issue.
Yeah, and if I'm throwing out a chain bolt here, I'm just going to be hitting people's false... Wait, hold on, can I turn it off from here?
Yeah, like, the heavy is only one stable, I think, so a chain bolt should, with the correct angle, still be enough to do one knockback into the tank and stun them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really that shotgun guy who's hiding in the corner, as shotgun guys love to do. That's really the only issue that's really left over with this plan.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I want to burn that point right now, though. Or if we just want to deal with this guy straight up, rather than have him chilling out and this guy back up next turn.
Yeah,
I'd much rather just
that's basically
this
the
guy from
choice
the fight.
that they're trying to give to us, is having the clear shot on the heavy if you go up there, versus I think you can Broom Breach, but only if you go into the corner and don't actually really have a shot. Like, as far as your initial movement is concerned, I mean.
Yeah. And we still have the Gale Grenade as well if we need to.
That's
I don't
true.
think we didn't get the movement refresh on it.
Yeah, we don't have the move and refresh of banks on that. But although that does raise an interesting question. If we're in the range of our own Gale Grenade, can we refresh our own move by hitting ourselves with it?
I believe we can.
Yeah, that's also an excellent way of cheating then, if we spec into that way. Oh yeah, we also have Death's Door. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, there's options.
Not only do we have Death's Door, we also have Death's Floor.
Indeed.
So in theory, we could set up something on... Actually,
yeah, like that shotgun guy picked an extremely good spot to hide in. Can't really, like, get an angle on him from this entry hallway, really.
Mm-hmm. So once I've set up Death's Door, the option to do Death's Floor shows up, which means I can then set down on a specific... Like, basically click on a guy, drop him down, and that's how...
Oh, I see.
That's how it works. It's not a trap, it's a, I'm going to move you adjacent to a wall.
Yeah. Alright, so Jen doesn't have an action left. Banks still does have an action.
But, I can take... let me try something. Nope, that doesn't work. Let me see if I can
that's just status, like, infliction. Like, that doesn't damage to set that off. That is.
Mm-hmm.
So but she gets the mana for that.
Which gives her a few uses of Steve in the future.
Right. Yeah.
And it saves the transference for her goal later on.
Sure. Well, transference doesn't take mana, so it's really... Yeah, it's all... And we can only fire Spectral Skull once per turn, so honestly, she doesn't really need that much mana. I don't think we're planning on resurrecting anybody.
No.
Really, Jen's the one who wants mana in this situation so that she can Chain Bolt 2.
I think let's just get Banks that extra point of mana anyways.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 is fine, but she really doesn't need more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bottleneck here is actions, not mana.
Yeah. I think that's good enough because we're not really in a position to hit anybody else unless I want to put Banks in danger from the shotgunner or the heavy and use the transference to save her.
Yeah, I think if she was out of range of the shotgunner, then transferring only from the heavy, like just that one hit would work fine.
Like if I were to rewind, put Banks...
Like if you gave up on that one particular mana because you don't actually need it that soon. I think if you move them all the way... No, that's still getting shotgunned, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe on the other side of that crate.
Here?
Yeah, one of those two spots. Then you might be able to hit the heavy from that angle and then be far enough away from the shotgunner. Just barely, looks like. Yeah, I can't hit them directly. That. But at least you have hit them with the splash, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that they are unsteady for the subsequent chain bolt if you ended up doing that route with Jen not having taken an action yet. If she went the other way.
Yeah,
so, yeah, there's a lot of options, even for something like this, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. But I think that's it for this turn. We'll see how if we can.
Yeah, with this particular thing, then yeah, that's about the best we can do on this turn. Yeah, so we can maybe get the generator next turn or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you see what I mean? Like, now they're kind of, like, not as well set up to chain bolt, I guess. Unless you do the big chain bolt and you can reflect off the coffins in the back, maybe you can zigzag around to get that last guy.
Here, hold on, let me just... If I go here, chain bolt, you... You. I'm just seeing how this one works.
Yeah, I think, once again, it probably makes sense for Banks to hit somebody else with the cocktail before you do all of that, but as far as the angles go, yeah, it's one way you could do it. You could also do it the other way around if that turns out to be better for you. Like start with the shotgunner on the right and then zigzag around and then hit the other two units. Because that would hit the heavy directly into the wall.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I want to hit you.
That's pretty good. I mean, we could do better, though.
Yeah, because that leaves the shotgunner.
Yeah, that was temporary health we got rid of on the heavy.
Mm-hmm. And this guy was basically unaffected because...
Yeah, we just hit them into open space.
I mean, I could do that, knock him into there. And then... If I do that, then Banks is protected. Hold on, make sure. Did I do that right? Yeah, there we go. Banks at least gets his the transfer done.
Okay, so yeah, I think you're going to need a better plan than that to finish by turn 2, but we're finishing pretty convincingly by turn 3, I think.
Yeah, and we still have to turn off this generator here.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, so if Jen can like fire from her position, then like on the turn 3 she can like fire first and then move to the generator and turn it off, I think.
Jen has a broom breach.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to point out.
Yes. Okay, so if I move Jen to the broom breach here, move there, deactivate the shield generator.
Sure, do that ahead of time. And she can still chain bolt from this position pretty flexibly.
Yeah.
Not, like, we will have to hit that shotgunner on the right last now, but that's okay. Yeah, keeping in mind that we can always put down the sedative cocktail first and then do this big chain bolt.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Or we could even throw out a Gary if we wanted to wear people down.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, Gary's not so good on the heavy because the armor blocks their damage, whereas the knockback still scales, like, smoothly. Like, Gary is only kind of, like, +1 effect on the heavy, but knockback is still +2 effect, in a manner of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if Jen wanted, I think she might even have an angle to Gale Grenade the left shotgunner backwards so that they're standing next to one another and you can sedative cocktail both of them. I'm not sure if you have that. Well, yeah, like, before
really.
the cocktail start, yeah, can you target one tile lower, or is the wall blocking you?
The wall's blocking me.
Ah,
and I had to be in this position to turn off the shield generator.
Yeah, okay. Okay, worth a thought, but yeah, it doesn't quite work. Alright, save that for later for extra knockback then.
Yeah.
Or fine-tuning.
You... Oh, wait. I want to sedative cocktail... Actually, I want to sedative cocktail you like that.
Alright, without moving
Jen
them,
can go,
sure.
You do that, because then that will knock you this way. Hit you.
Sure.
Blow that up.
Alright, and then you can Gale Grenade to clean up one of them, I think. Yeah, that heavy is still ready to be doing transference like you did last time.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good.
It's unfortunately this guy chilling out back here that we weren't able to properly deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, just needed that little tiny bit of extra efficiency, but that's fine. Like, now we are extremely well set up to do, like, that guy is toast on turn 3.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I heard a door open. Nope, never mind. We're good.
Nope, that was just him running forward. So yeah, the shotgunners rely on the element of surprise, and his element of surprise is gone. He's history.
I'm just going to check something. Jen Static Blasted took 6 knockback.
Yeah.
So 6 knockback into 6 damage, plus the thing exploding behind him there.
Yeah.
He was done.
I think we're all done here.
Yeah, sorry, Jen, no confidence this time. I mean, that's why they're confidence, like, they're not required in any way. They're just, nice objectives as self-imposed challenges.
And we're late enough in the game now where it makes a certain degree of sense to come back to something with a specific loadout tailored towards getting the confidence goal.
Mm-hmm. And
right,
Jen
as long as we know
us
what they do and what we can do about them, then that's all that matters. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, makes sense.
And Zan gets it.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Fortunately, we have an anti-materiel rifle in the party. And 5 of us.
Hi, Del.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yep. So, there's the team. Zan
there's only 4 of them, and there's 5 of us. This isn't even a fair fight.
Okay, so Zan wants 16 abilities done in a turn.
Well, I think we can do that. If there's 5 of us, that's easy.
Yeah, because things that don't take actions,
there's
like
5 mana available in the whole party here.
No, not just that, but things like turning off a shield generator doesn't take an action.
Sure. Breaching is an ability.
No, breaching doesn't count.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Alright, no
Jen
freebies.
here wants to do 20, or want to finish off in turn 1, and Rion's like 20 damage with a Spore Bomb.
I think it's plausible we could do all of those.
Yeah. I think Rion
player
spore
card's
bombing...
just right. I think we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we already have a group of 3, I think. If the spore bomb's centered on the left super heavy, I think that means it's hitting both the heavy to the upright and the coffin. So that's a start.
Yeah.
So maybe if you work together, maybe you can get the other heavy into the group and then hit all of them.
Yeah, I'm just going to start by turning that off.
Yeah.
Because if I push that guy even just back one little bit there. Dull breaches. Rion can then run over... Oh, hey, there's a guy over here as well. I didn't even see him. Right.
Yep, he's keeping an eye out. He's guarding that particular shield generator. You know, just in case we get any bright ideas about Jen running over there and turning that off with a broom breach or some such. Still got to deal with that.
So Rion dealt 12 damage there, but that just burned through a bunch of...
shield generator health.
Yeah. No, you're still that. Rion, steal mana from... Oh. Dull needs to be in sight there.
Yeah, swap might be mildly helpful here, but I think, honestly, everyone else in the party can probably do more with that mana than she can at the moment.
Yeah, because Dull can roll right there and basically line up the shot to address this gentleman.
Yeah, finish off super heavy after we're done here.
Alright. Zan. Actually, wait. Oh, right! Dull can just pass right through people.
That's right. And since we have the interaction bonus, the false prophet can turn off the shield generator.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, we might want to do that a little early before we start doing damage, I guess. Although I guess it also doesn't really matter. It only matters if we are doing damage to temporary health before we turn off the last shield generator. And since there's one all the way in the back corner, I don't think we're turning them all off this turn.
No, but I just realized that I can false prophet to turn off these 2 generators without using Jen's action. Or without using Jen's move.
And
so that Jen...
Sorry, I'm not quite seeing in the event log. Do you get a mana back when you turn off the shield generator, or is that...
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Then yeah, it's another... False Prophet remains winning, as always.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's very efficient.
Alright. Jen is not quite in a position where she can hop out and broom breach all the way back over here.
Yep, by design.
Unless she moves static...
She could grenade herself to move herself one tile.
True. Let me just... Yeah, oh no, she stuns herself at that point.
Oh, because it hits the... Yeah, it hits that before it moves her, I guess.
But Jen can move over here.
Yeah, and do it the other way.
Do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Then broom breach over here.
Yeah, she trusts the rest of the squad. She knows that some kind of solution is coming up eventually to deal with that heavy near her.
Mm-hmm. And she's in a position where she's got 2 mana, so she can set up a nice
she can do the
chain
super
bolt.
Chain bolt. Yep. Alright. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together here.
Rion runs out here. Steals mana from you. Oh, and Bank still is still available as well.
Yeah, so there's a lot. I think we're getting that Zan confidence goal of everybody does everything on turn 1.
Yeah, we're on 5 here.
Yeah, well, there's a lot left to do.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm just going to check something here. Nope, I can't Death's Door there. And it doesn't look like
all
anybody's...
those are waist-high walls. Only the ones on the outside are that. Honestly, to finish things... there's... The way I see things, there's really only two things left to do this turn. It's moving the lower right heavy into the group with the super heavy and the other heavy so that you can spore bomb all of them. And then we need some kind of solution to the heavy near Jen. But I think we have enough actions where we can come up with something to do there.
Jen should be easy because she can chain bolt, she literally chain bolt this guy here, and as we saw earlier, the explosion goes through there. So if she blows this up, it'll stun this guy.
It'll stun him. All right, yeah, that's fine. Maybe you can chain from that coffin to the other coffin to the other coffin, and then from the lower right coffin, you have the angle to hit the heavy gunner towards the rest of the group.
I'm just going to try something here. See? So he's stunned. This guy is in a position where...
And you also gave Zan a mana back because you got rid of the false prophet.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's pretty good. 12, still... can do a little better than that, I think.
Yeah, we didn't even do the Brittling Dart stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see how the Spore Bomb then does that. But that also knocks this guy out and about. But that only still deals only...
I was saying that the swap wouldn't be worth anything, but I actually realized that it actually could have been. Dahl might have actually been able to charge and into the group and then swap with the heavy over by Jen's area, and then all four of them would be all together. I didn't even realize that until now.
Okay, so we're
because
back
swap doesn't take an action point.
Yeah. So if Dahl charges this guy here, slams you
when they're already brittle, so that's pretty good.
Oh no, he wasn't brittle.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's just Dahl being Dahl.
Yeah, that's just Dahl being Dahl. That just overcame 2 stability like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So then swap with the upper right, and then you have an extra... not quite. Yeah, I mean, I thought... Honestly, the super heavy took more knockback than I was expecting there. I was expecting them to still be there, and so, all of them would be clustered together when you move the... both the other heavy gunners into that zone so that the Spore Bomb could hit all 4 of them.
Well, hold on. She's still in a position... She can still charge there. And then swap with one of these guys.
So I mean, you'll still get all 3. You'll get 3 of them, but the whole cluster of those 3 is now farther away from the heavy to the lower right there. So can't really get them into position as easily.
So I'm just going to throw a riot block right there. That's 7 abilities.
Oh, I guess we'll find. I mean, the riot block is a unit, so I guess that counts.
Yeah.
That helps.
Brittling Dart, you. Impaling Vine, you. Because that deals a little bit of knockback.
Sure.
Oh, and Zan's firing squad does things.
Sure. Of course.
Banks is chilling out. Don't know what Banks is doing yet. But a sedative cocktail right there. Which then leads to Rion doing
this is going to be tremendous overkill, but totally worth it. Looks like
that's
a check mark for Rion. So that was 4, that was 4 units, so 4 times 5 is 20.
Mm-hmm. So that leaves us with Rion, not Rion. Banks can then transfer from you to you.
Sure.
That's just because they're gonna shoot each other.
Yep, that is armor penetrating damage, as we saw earlier.
Yep. Zan could shoot this... No, I don't want to do...
No, we don't want to stun them, but Zan could just shoot one of the other coffins, I guess.
Yeah, but that's 12... Yeah, hold on. Let's just have Zan shoot you. Oh, no,
we've
that's
already used False Prophet, so I guess Zan could just time boost somebody else to get one more action done.
Yeah. But who is the question here? Because we need 4 more actions.
I guess someone who has an alternative action point spender. So how about Banks, so that she can shoot at Gary, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah, because Banks still has 1 mana left, so Gary can join the fun, too. Oh, she hasn't even said it if cocktailed yet.
No, because she has a new action.
Yeah, new action. Yeah, there you go. Very good.
Oop. Sorry about that, people.
So yeah, we'll fit that in.
I clicked out of the window for a second there. So do that.
Okay, very precise. Hit only them and not the coffin.
Yep. That leaves 14 abilities. Jen can just throw, or sorry, Banks can just throw up a random death door, which is 15. Jen has used Gale Grenade, has used Broom Breach, has not used Static Blast.
Alright. Well, there's a coffin there that she can just target, so that works.
Hold on. Static Blast, you. Alright, so that is Zan's goal. Jen, so this should be enough.
Yeah, there's no other enemies, there's no reinforcements, so we should have finished on turn 1 once that transference goes through.
Yeah. Which is done.
Yeah, see? We do a heck of a lot when there's 5 of us in one turn.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we bring all our resources to bear in one location. Efficient. We're wizards. Tactical Breach Wizards.
Jen's taking pictures. And then Banks and...
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Pose like a team.
Yep.
Hey, we gotta have some good photos for the newsletter, for the zine, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's a very important part of keeping morale up.
Yep. That should be that for... Do you want to do the upgrades this time, or do you want to...
I think so.
I
think we usually have been doing those at the end of episodes rather than at the start of the next ones.
Yeah, we're not quite to an hour yet. So, Zan is first. Time boost is nice, but honestly, we don't bunch up enough for the time bomb thing to work.
Yeah.
I'd almost go... Finally, either go for +1 damage on the burst or +1 damage on the predictive bolt.
Yeah,
mostly
+1
because
damage on the predictive bolt's okay, but honestly, like, we can get up to a lot of shenaniganry if we can get our mana refunded. So, I think that one is validation, right?
If the shot fires on your turn, gain 1 mana.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shenaniganry we could do with that. Like, 1 mana is extremely useful.
Yeah, but don't
I think we could... I think that's worth more than 1 damage on any of this stuff, honestly.
Mm-hmm. But I just want to point out that validation, basically the mana you get from it, you can't use it the same turn because Zan setting up the predictive bolt is a soft end to his actions for the turn. So you're basically grabbing the mana for next turn.
That's still good, though.
Mm-hmm. Conviction is basically a case of if multiple people run in, or if you can set up multiple people to run into it, you get multiple predictive bolts fired.
Yeah, that's still very powerful, but definitely requires a lot more specific of a setup.
Yeah, but validation is basically combos with so many other things, basically.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Alright. Jen is okay. Bank. Hold on. Should be. Yeah, oh yeah. There we go.
Alright, so this falls back into the philosophy of, do we want to make the basic attack better, or do we want to make our specialty stuff better so that it can solve more niche problems in a more, convincingly efficient way?
Mm-hmm. Sedative Cocktail adds a point of damage on top, in addition to the sedate, the 2 damage over time ticks from that.
Yeah, and so far, most of the heavy enemies we've seen that we wanted to sedate are armored, so the stings wouldn't really do much, but we are starting to see more and more, fleshy enemies that don't have armor, but still have an inconveniently large amount of health, such that doing 1 damage to them could help reach the breakpoints of, now we only need 1 fewer knockback in order to knock them out.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm just looking at transference here. Genius Grant. If the protectee is an enemy or the victim is an ally, the use is refunded when the transfer happens. But I'm looking at this and realizing you can basically set up... So, for example...
it's a free action.
Yeah, but basically if Doll is doing Doll things, you can protect one enemy and transfer the damage to another enemy that might not be so easily hit.
Exactly.
So that Doll then, does Doll things, is standing next to a guy who's in a good position to be...
Yeah, it's aptly named, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's hard to say no to a free action.
Yeah. If the victim is an enemy, they gain unsteady when the link is created. Doesn't mean it has to be used. And then,
That's handy, though. Free unsteady.
Gary gets a little bit better. Free unsteady. But transference still is only used, if we don't get Genius Grant, it can still only be used once per map.
Exactly, yeah. I could see any of those 3 being fine. I mean, even, Big Head for a Spectral Skull would honestly probably be fine, too. For the cases where we want to use it, that's usually more of an upside than a downside.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to play a bit more tactical then with the Genius Grant, or just throw out bigger numbers?
Well, I think for a first playthrough, it's probably fine to keep things balanced. So I think we have plenty of tactics in the form of the Death's Door and Death's Floor. If we need Gary to do damage, then we should make Gary do damage. So +1 damage sounds fine. Yeah. We don't really have another thing that does that. Does area of effect, but very, very wide and spread out, doing 2 damage to both this person over there and this person way over there.
And shooting around corners.
Exactly. So it seems fine. There's no wrong answers.
Yep. Doll. Rampage 2 gives basically...
It is really saying something that we've got all these fancy upgrades here, and yet... Still, the Sensor Slam doing +2 damage to turn into a 5 damage attack is still actually kind of interesting here.
Yeah, because...
It's so boring, but it's so effective.
Yeah, because we're running into a lot of issues where, people are having bigger health pools and bigger armor values. So Doll charging into somebody and then following up with a Sensor Slam is a good way to, deal with that sort of thing.
There is something to be said for just destroying one enemy with 1 action. And that's what that's promising.
Mm-hmm. Here, Doll doesn't spend mana if she's switching with an ally. And basically, if Doll is the center of attention, she switches with somebody, everybody goes for them. And then switching with objects.
Yeah, a lot of those are good at, kind of manufacturing free actions in a sense, conditionally. So, again, it's kind of up to you. I think probably the Sensor Slam is the most straightforward option. We haven't really been getting, a ton of use out of, Rampage 2 could be useful, but only under specific circumstances, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where... Rampage 2 is best when when you slam somebody into a wall and then you do the follow-up and then possibly do a third shot at a right angle or even backwards.
Yeah.
But other than that,
it really just depends on which one you want first, because we can certainly get some of these other things later.
Yeah, I almost want to say +2 damage because the sensor slam is, as you said, it's boring but very practical.
Exactly. We just do not have anything else that does exactly that, and sometimes exactly that is what we want. And if she's going out on her own, like off to some corner of the map, that also makes her a little like more independent. Doesn't need as much help from everybody else to take care of one straggler that's near her.
Mm-hmm. Especially if she doesn't have enough room to build up momentum.
Exactly. Sounds good to me.
Alright, but one thing before we go too much further, outfits. So we went through Doll's anxiety dream, and we saw that Doll had, her dream self was this.
Oh, I see.
This was locked until we went through the anxiety dream.
Well, she's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable now. I guess she's feeling confident enough to pull it off.
Yeah, and you know what?
Well, that is very much an everybody look at me kind of outfit. I am the big distraction.
Especially the light wings on the back.
All right, well, she's got it.
Yeah.
She's got the confidence.
Mm-hmm. But
if she likes it, then that's all that matters. Go for it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, that's
and
that
now
for
she
that
can look
episode.
like this in cutscenes. Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But that's that for this episode, I think.
I agree.
So
this will do nicely.
This will do nicely. So we'll see you guys all next time. Stop.